Hi guys, and welcome to another video from Guyver Gaming TV. This is a game I'm actually getting very excited about. It is this that I have is pre-alpha. As some of you may know, Star Citizen. This is the Hangar module. So I have a few posters there. I've been keeping an eye on this for quite a while, but I only actually started backing it maybe a week or so ago, because a few of my friends have started getting involved with it and backing it and whatnot. So I thought the information that I got recently that they've released is looking really interesting and very exciting. So I thought, stuff it, I'm going to go and back this, and I've backed it as much as I can at the minute. It's one of those games that's going to make you skint very quickly. So as you see, I've got a couple of posters up which are very cool. Another one there. I got the wee shuttle model. Trophies, I have another model there which is like a bounty hunter sort of model, which is pretty cool. And then as I turn, see I've got the lorries up, you'll see one of my ships. And there's the wee buggy there. It's still got a lot of optimizing to do and whatnot. As I say, it's pre-alpha, so at the minute it's a bit choppy when you turn stuff. Not 100% sure why that is. It's something that they added that's not playing ball with it at the minute. But this is my Freelancer, which is a gorgeous looking ship. A few tiny problems with it, but I really like it. This is the largest one that I own at the minute. Let's go inside and have a nosy, shall we? See through here. This is the cargo bay area, which is, it's not a bad size, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure what these steps are for, but this is a modular spacecraft. Okay, so I've noticed this section up here looks like it's removable, and we have this, what looks to me like some sort of slider system going around up into it. So I'm thinking this could be modified for something above there. And there are hatches there as well, so I'm assuming the ladders are to either get up there for maintenance, or you could put something on top. These cranes that are here, not too sure they're much use at the minute, just due to the fact they can't go outside the back door. They go to there and stop, which is a bit weird. There is the back grip. Press use. Back door opens to the cargo bay. As you see, the engines are closed off at a minute, so they've got a slight thrust vector into them. They actually do pivot at this joint here as well, so VTOL is probably going to be very useful for this aircraft. The wings are fixed though, but I don't think that's much of a problem, because you're not going to want to fire weapon systems when you're VTOLing up and down and stuff. So a few people have mentioned about, you know, that the wings look fixed, but as far as I can see, it's not really going to make much difference. Like, the only time these engines are going to be turned is for VTOL maneuvers, things like that. They're not going to turn in the whole nacelle for aircraft maneuvers, as far as I'm aware. The modern aircraft today don't do that. That's why the nozzle at the back is set up as it is for the thrust vector. The entire thing would move for landing, takeoff, etc. We go back inside the ship now. See, there are various engineering panels there, stabilizers, air systems, etc. These tables do fold away, not at the minute, but they are apparently foldable according to the designs. Here are a couple of beds, so you can get a bit of a kit. Getting 2 more seats here for engineering and whatnot. And then we have the cockpit. It's very nicely laid out. I do like the layout of the dash. It's quite cool. But as you see, you've got a massive pillar down your face whenever you're looking at the side, which I suppose modern planes are the same. Like, you know, this isn't a fighter aircraft, it's a transport. 747s don't have amazing visibility out of their front windows. You know, so you've got good enough visibility for things like docking and whatnot and landing. If I go, so you can see the rear turret there. There's the front end with a nice tinted green glass. There's no way of getting a smooth transition around this aircraft with the controls thing. But as you see, 2 massive laser turrets on the side there, and I'm planning on getting another set for underneath, so it's going to be dual on either side. As we zoom out, there's the engine systems. You can see some thrusters on top there. Thrust nozzles, or there is the rear turret. There is the back of the ship. It is a very, very nice ship. I have to say, I do like the look of it. It is pretty cool, and it's one that I use for bits of cargo and things I don't need a massive ship for. I am planning on purchasing the Caterpillar, I think it is, because that looks a really, really cool ship, and if the artwork that is knocking about on the website is true, then later on in this video you will see another reason why I want the Caterpillar. So we'll go back inside the ship and get up. Let's see if I can actually walk in between these seats now. Nope. Oh, there you go. So they need to work. They need to clear a path so you can walk in between these seats. To be honest, it does bug out, and obviously the steering column, the controls on, hasn't reset itself either. So again, it's pre-alpha. There are some bugs that need to be worked out. But you know, they will get it sorted eventually. They are working really hard at doing this there, and this technology is pretty advanced for what they're doing. Also, as you see over here, I'll quickly show you this while I'm around here. I have one of the wee buggies because my hangar is getting a little bit large now. This is the holo table, where you can see all of your platforms. It's pretty cool. I actually like how it runs. But you've got to stand in just the right place to use it, and they need to sort that out, because if you're too close, you know, sometimes you can't see the information on the left hand side. But again, it's work in progress, it's all pre-alpha stuff. You got your ammo, your weapons and things, so you know, it is very cool. You can just leave it on like that, but I always take it off. Save power, that's what I always say. Okay, so let's jump in my little car. Park up in between these two kids. I actually threw it into the back of the Freelancer last night before I logged off, but obviously it reloads everything separately. Right, this is the ship I got with my pledge package when I first backed the game. This is the Ghost version of the Hornet, and it looks amazing. The level of detail on these ships is absolutely epic, and the level of detail that damage is going to go into is epic. I'm going to cover some of that on another video, because trying to get everything into this one video will be nuts. This is just going to show you around my hangar and whatnot. As you see, there are thrust vectoring engines under here. They are actually a lot like the old British Aerospace Harrier jump jet. You know, these will twist and whatnot to help take off, which is pretty cool. As you go to the back here, you will see the huge engine, which also has some thrust vectoring in. You will see weapon systems, some nice big laser turrets. Can't beat them. It's a pity you can't walk in this, because you do run around really quick. You see the fans in the front there helping to suck in the air, and if I stand just right, there we go. Open the canopy and hop into my aircraft. That's just, I love the animations for getting in and out of the aircraft. It's epic, it really is. So here is the inside view. As you see, I can move the controls, but again it's very iffy. There's nothing outside moving. It's very slow going back, etc. You know, as I said, pre-alpha, they've still got a lot of work to do. It's just showing us the basic concepts. I can't wait to get to the point where I can fire all these gadgets up. That would be awesome. The view out of it, in front of you is not bad, above you is not bad. To the right and left, it is a little, it's a little, how can I put it, restrictive. You see this black band here that's for the actual canopy, that could do being lowered down to where the interior of the canopy is, or even just half of that, then you can see parallel to where you're sitting, or even just raise my butt up in the seat a little bit. That would then get the view perfect. But let's get it out of the thing. Right. So you see that black section is what's blocking my vision off. I'm not sure what it is, but it could do being lowered a wee bit, just so I can actually see out of it. It might be armour to protect your noggin from bullets coming in from the side, I don't know, but it really does cock up your view. As you can see though, these aircraft are extremely well detailed and look amazing. And I'm running this on the highest graphics I can get it on. This is actually a swing wing aircraft. The wing there with the Anvil Aerospace logo on it swings back. The top one possibly swings a wee bit as well. So when it is in atmospheric flight, it's very aerodynamic. See the back there. Now this would be a good one to show. See all these engine parts, panels and things that are on this craft. Whenever you are getting shot at and hit, when you shield it down, bullets will continue their trajectory. So any ballistic rounds that are coming at you, they will penetrate the panels and continue their trajectory through any internal systems that are under these panels. Every ship is built as realistically as they can, so engines, everything is wired and runs the way it should be. Life support systems, weapon systems, everything is ran through the ship where it should be, as in a real spacecraft. So, you know, it's not just a cosmetic look. If you're fighting these ships and obviously you've got the accuracy. You can aim to knock out my right thruster there that you see on the top of the wing. You could aim to knock that out, and that would severely affect my ability to control this craft. You could aim for the engine bit, you know, the engine systems here, and knock something out for fueling or whatnot. You could aim for just behind my cockpit there. There may be life support systems or anything in there. You will knock that out as well. You can even aim for me inside the cockpit. These aircraft panels will fly off, parts will break off, and you know, you'll know when it's time to get the hell out of that ship, because there won't be much left of it. Everything's going to be destructible and everything's going to be able to come off. Same goes for the actual character. In this game, you will not have the normal health bar or lives. You will have a certain amount of lives, but that depends on your body. Your body can get damaged. You will have scars, possibly cybernetic limbs, in case, you know, if you get one blown off or somewhat. If you have the money, you can probably get a organic limb spliced back onto you, which I think is awesome. You don't have to repair your ship. You know, if it's only cosmetic damage, you can leave that, so people can walk around it in the spaceports and whatnot and go, wow, that guy's been in some battles. He'll see, you could be in one of the bars, or you know, walking around one of the planets, and a guy will walk past you and he could be scarred, have cybernetic limbs, you know, look really, really rough, and think, man, he has been in some battles and survived, he must be a tough nut. You know, that's what I'm liking about this persistent universe at the minute that they're creating. It's really, really exciting. The economy is going to be run by the players. You know, if a factory is making missiles and it needs 10 tons of metal, well, 20 tons of metal, 10 tons of electronics, and say, I don't know, 5 tons of uranium or something to make the explosive part, it's going to put out a request for that to come. Players can pick up the request and deliver what have you. You know, I might have some metal in the back of my freelancer there that I can deliver for him. So, you know, you can take it. If nobody takes the job, obviously, an NPC will go, I'll have that. But pirates can go and steal that material. So if it's not getting to the factory, then obviously missiles are not getting made, so when you fire them, you might not be able to replenish them. Or if you find somebody who's selling the missiles, they might be damn expensive. So the economy is going to run off player-based events and whatnot, which is really, 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 really cool. If I hop out of this craft, see, the animations are very detailed. Grabs all of everything where it should be and whatnot. Now, unfortunately, you can't close the canopy once you've got out of it. Again, you know, there's things that you can't open and close and whatnot, but it's all good because it looks sexy. Now, here is another very sexy aircraft, 325A. This is a combat version of this. There are different variants of most of these aircraft. As I said, that's the Ghost version of that Hornet. You can get a tracker version which has radar on top and whatnot. You can get a more combat military style version with weapon systems on. All these can be modified as well. Engines can be modded, weapon systems can be changed out and modified. You know, they're going to be, I think they said there's going to be external modifications as well, you know, paint jobs and whatnot in the future. But with the CryEngine that they're using at the minute, that's not actually in. As you see, this one actually has a missile rack on the wings there. Laser turrets on the side. And as we go underneath, level of detail for the landing gear. Intakes, hard points. The lighting effects are awesome. I have a nice large cannon underneath, which actually looks like it slides forward and locks into position at a more extended angle. So I'm thinking that that turret may swivel, because if you look there, can't really see that well in this light, but there's a locking device there, and then you look at the bottom of the turret there, it looks the same. So that should come across and slot into there and lock. Now it does look backwards to me on that, so whether when it's sliding forward it rotates and locks into there and then it can spin, I don't know, but that's going to be an interesting thing. I don't know if anybody's noticed that before, but looks awesome. So if I come to the side here, this is how you hop into this particular craft. Go on the outside view again. Hope he climbs, grabbing hold of things so we don't fall out or tit. Awesome. Now you can also, if I get over here, you see you can get in both sides of the craft. Unfortunately, again, you can't close these doors, but hey ho. Now I don't know if this fixed this chair before. It didn't spin when you got in it. Let's see if it spins now. Yes, they fixed it. So this is the first time I'm actually seeing the interior of the ship, because before the seat didn't spin properly, so all I got was a face full of headrest, and I'm liking it. This is a really, really nice interior, really nice visibility, awesome. It's like being in a Spitfire or an F-16 cockpit. Excellent visibility. See some cracking views. Now you see there a little thruster. There's a spin round. See some of the amazing detail of this craft. I mean, hats off to the designers of these aircraft. They are beautiful. Like, Origin Jumpworks badge on there. Rocket Systems. A lovely big engine at the back. Oh, that is a very, very nice aircraft. And as I said, it's going to have the same sort of detail as the rest of the aircraft. Bits are going to fly off and damage and all that lot. Every single ship that is created was going to have the same sort of damage system. The shields are looking amazing. There are videos out there, guys, if you want to go and look for them, of the shields working. The live stream that they had on the 21st, what was it there, the 20th or the 21st, on the Friday, was brilliant. It actually showed the shields in it. It'll be the 20th, just check the date there. So if you go to their website, which I'll probably link below, and watch their last live stream there for their 1 year anniversary, you'll see some of the shields in action. Looks amazing. So if I go back in and hop out of the craft, just shutting systems down, folds up there and you spin. Awesome, just awesome. So it's not a massive ship, this one. You know, all this behind it is probably going to be engines and whatnot. You've got a few storage compartments there. I'll jump out of this side of the craft. Down I go. I can't wait for the time when the implement actually being able to close the ships up. Now this was my latest acquisition, which I actually bought 2 days before they put it in the hangar officially. This is the Cutlass, which is a piratey style ship and looks amazing. So the front gear there folds up and into the winglets, well, the wing sections there, and then the doors will close fully on it. By the looks of it, they will extend for different terrain, but don't quote me on that. You know, just from the look of the way the legs are built there, with the rams that look like they're inside it, it could extend for maybe uneven terrain and things like that. So even if you land on uneven rocky terrain, it will straighten itself out, which will be pretty cool. It all folds and extends. That actually doesn't look thick enough to take that leg. Then again, from looking at it, it may fold up to be smaller than what it actually is. If you look at them feet, that might straighten out so it's in line with the rest, and then the feet may fold up or inwards in some way to go flush with the rest of it, and then go into the that's, yeah, that could be it. Them feet are going to fold together so they end up flush against that ball joint, and well, it's not a ball joint, is it? It's a hinge joint, and then they'll fold against the pillar here, and then that's all going to be one straight arm basically, then, with nothing sticking out, and then that'll fold up into there. That's how I think it looks like it's going to work. So we go on the side here, you will see more thrust vectoring engines to help with lift. These are also pivot engines, as you see there. If we go underneath, you will see we have a docking port. That's right, this ship can dock to others. It is a pirate style ship, so you can dock, steal cargo, kick the crap out of the other crew, and hopefully get away with maybe even their ship. That docking port will probably extend due to the fact that it's lower than these covers here, so I'm assuming it's going to be able to extend. If we go down the back here, you'll see these gears, which I'm assuming are just going to roll right up and stick out the back there, because I'm thinking them gears may be used to clamp onto something else, which I'll explain in a bit. Here are the two engines on this side, sorry, and 2 engines on the other side. This is the back end. Now, if any of you have seen the latest pictures knocking about of the Caterpillar, it has one of these cutlasses attached to the front of it. Now, to me, yep, that's possible. At the top there you have 2 wee circles, which could well be docking ports that's going to plug into the main Caterpillar ship and supply this little one with power. That's what they look like to me. Then these legs would obviously be sticking straight out of the back, straight on, so the legs could clamp onto it as well. It's just the design of the back of this, to me, looks like it's built to dock into something else. As we go inside, you see it's a fairly wide ship. Possible overhead storage there. You've got a wee toilet there, you know, take a dump in front of your mates. It's all good when you're a pirate. Looks like to me docking ports either side of it. A little bit of storage there. There's your clamp. That is to the top turret, which apparently has no weapons on it. I don't know if it's supposed to do or not. So they've only just put this cutlass into the game before you had a wee model that you could look at. Very minimalistic. I like it. I'm assuming these are the sleeping bunks, maybe. This is very utilitarian. You know, like a Spec Ops sort of ship. Minimal stuff in it, but everything that's in it is there for a purpose and it works. As you see, this one, so I've heard, I mean I haven't had time to check up much details. Whenever the ship fires up, this seating area will slide center. So you know you're in a central position for combat and whatnot. Some little steps there that goes to, I'm assuming that's like an escape hatch. Get the hell out of there quickly when needed. These are various system panels for a ship. As I walk down here, pedals look old school. To be honest, you know, when they've gone utilitarian with this aircraft, they've gone old school. They look like old Lancaster bomber foot pedals and you know, stuff like that. They are old looking. The seats, not much padding and whatnot. You know, this is a true stripped down combat ship. There's a clamber into it there. So the panels in front of me aren't quite set right. There are panels up there which aren't quite set right. Again, they've only just chucked this into the game, so it is. It will need a little bit of tweaking and fixing here and there, but you know, it's Christmas, they're on holidays, they've done a cracking job so far. It's very fun to keep it cool during combat. Visibility, very, very good in this aircraft. Very good. I'm liking the visibility. As you see, there's the turret on top. The front looks awesome, with the wee swords crossed on the wing there, and the shark face painted on there. Awesome. Very, very cool indeed. You know, I wasn't going to get one of these until I saw that caterpillar with this attached to it, and I actually wanted a caterpillar anyways to go with my mates, so that we have a good range of ships. But also, the more I look at this, the more I like it, the more I like the design, the more old school I think it looks, with the turret there, as you see. Again, with a wee fan in it, they must be expected to fight on hot planets. With no weapons on yet, I'm going to have a look and see if I can actually add some weapons to that. As we zoom out there, you see the beautiful design of these aircraft. Now I can zoom in a little bit on these points. Now, to me, they look like connection points. So, there, you back into the caterpillar. Back end of your ship would connect to the front end of that one and would create, you know, one really awesome ship. It's the way that that top back section is also kitted out, it looks like it's supposed to blend into something else. You see what I mean, how it's recessed? To me that looks like it's meant to blend into something, because that's how most docking vehicles of today are designed and that you've seen in the past. There's the lovely big engines. Not many small thrusters I've noticed on this. Oh, there's a wee gap in between the storage and the outside ship. Let me go into the ship. It should come through there. So I don't know how manoeuvrable this thing's going to be. Obviously if the whole engines flick around and whatnot, it'll be fairly manoeuvrable, but we'll have to see. But it is a pretty awesome looking ship, and I like it a lot. Okay, let's go back in and hop out. Can't close the back door yet either, which is a bit depressing. I'd love to be able to close the back door so I could see the ship properly. Still, well, at least I don't think you can close the back door. There's not actually any control panel to close the back door as far as I can see. And then over here they've added a weapons range, which I can't show you because unfortunately I have no weapons to put on it yet. But this will be to test various guns on a shooting range. You will walk up it. Hit use to extend the chair. Hit use again to hop into it. And up you go with the reticule ready to fire. But as I said, I have no weapon on this yet, so unfortunately and there's the hollow table to do all your weapons. This is a little ramp area to throw your car around on for a bit of a laugh. As you see down here, I have a work table, and I've thrown in some bits and bats here for you to mess around with the car. Maybe 10-pin bowling. As you can see, that's why I got the car, because the hangar's getting large. And there's a lot of running around. So that's a view of my ships. I'm going to do a run past of them all. So they're all very, very beautifully modelled and all look awesome. I really like every one I get. And last but not least, the ginormous, well, slightly large freelancer. This isn't the biggest you can get in game by any means, but it's my baby. Now, another quick tour of the hangar. Come over here, there is a lift. Very spacey. Now, in future, the hangar is going to be modular as well. So, you're going to have things like living quarters. Maybe a recreation area, things like that. You'll be able to add to it so it feels more like a home and not just a hangar. Now, I think that's cool because there's a door there, which you can't get into, so that could lead to a living quarters or something. You could have, I love the glass effect, by the way, awesome. You know, you could have this where your friends can come in, you could have guild meetings and whatnot, you know, you could have offices in here, or, you know, things like that. This is actually the business hangar. There's a deluxe hangar, but I don't like the deluxe hangar that much. It's too dark for me. I like the business one because it's nice and bright. Let's run down this corridor because it's really long. But I'm looking forward to seeing whenever they put the modular stuff in, so you can start making it how you like. You know, adding wee living rooms and things like that to make it feel more homely. Then you can start moving your posters and things around as well. As we get down here, and this is the other end. Love the sound for the lift as well, that's awesome. Brilliant. Well, there is a quick view of my hangar. Take you down the advertising board, you know, do a bit of advertising for the guys while we're here. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try and start doing some more Star Citizen videos in the future. I need to do another one that goes a little more in depth into the systems and things, how it's going to work, to give you guys a little more information and hopefully get you onto the pledge. There are packages from $30 all the way up to $5,000 that can get you into the alpha and the beta. There's 23,000 alpha packages left as far as I remember, so you know, you've a little time yet. Their funding is up to around the 35 million mark, so they're adding some amazing things in a minute. Again, I'm going to try and remember to put a link down below to the website so you can have a look. If you like this video, please click like down below. Any comments, please throw them down there. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see other videos of Star Citizen and other games that I will play and review. Please visit my Facebook page for this YouTube channel and like that so you will get information and updates on there if you have Facebook. If you have a Twitter account, there is also a link to my Twitter account for this page on YouTube as well, and there should be a link for Twitch where I stream games like DayZ, Battlefield, some Space Engineers at some point, PlanetSide 2, etc, etc. So please visit, like all of them, and I shall see you all soon. Thank you for watching.